All right, human design. Let's get back to human design. So, I wanted to give you some tips and tricks towards if you are going to buy the human design book and start studying your body graph. What are the things you need to focus on first? Because it's a lot. So, this is something that I have sort of figured out for me, which really helped me. First is I wanted to know my type or strategies. So those are the manifester, generator, projector, or reflector. And I did a bunch of projector videos to which I will do the other types as well. I'm going to work through what I know best, and then I'm going to work through what I don't know best and share that with the world. And I'm actually going to do it as a personal study. And so this will actually help you. Once you study your strategy, it's really important that you study all the other strategies because you're going to see the other aspects of your not self. These are the not self is the part of you that that is not acting in good alignment with your body and your mental energies that can sometimes drain you, make you sick, or get you off course. Basically, just your body isn't working properly. So, learning the other strategies after you learn yours, master yours first, then you learn all the others, and it helps you kind of like understand all the different types of energies in the world. So, after you do your strategies, which are the 4 types, there's what's called the authority. The authority is so important. I sometimes think it's probably even more important than the strategy because it is how you should make decisions. So the way the authority goes is that your body has a unique way to making decisions based upon the energies of your body. And there's 7 different types of authorities. So I'm going to go over each of them. And I'm going to start with the most important. They actually are hierarchy in order based upon pressure levels. The first one is the sacral or emotional authority. That is the most pressured one, and it's also, I think, one of the hardest authorities to have, especially in this day and age, because we're at this point in society where we're moving out of the cross of planning into the cross of the sleeping phoenix. We are going from a tribal-based communal system into an individualistic system. So none of us really have the tools in order to move forward mentally into the new age. So we're going to have to listen to our bodies as we move into the new age. It's our bodies who are going to get there. Now, here's the beautiful thing about authorities, okay? Authority is basically what is best for your body, how your body makes the best decision. If you think about your ego as your consciousness, who you think you know you are, your subconscious is a mixture of all your life's experiences, and your unconscious self is your body. And so these are the unconscious choices that you naturally make day to day. You don't even think about them. But once you see your authority, you're going to become more and more aware of your unconscious choices, and you're going to realize, okay, wait a minute. My mind wants me to do one thing and my body wants me to do another. And here's a big part of where human design can bring about a lot of growth and training. If you listen to your authority above all, you're going to actually train your mind to listen to your body to make the most appropriate decisions. And when you do that, your decisions are going to be better. They're going to be more in alignment with your soul's purpose, with your ancestors, with the energies and the frequencies and the flux of your different sorts of electrical circuits within your body. You're going to be honoring your body more. It's going to help you mutate your genes to grow into the cross of the sleeping phoenix. So it's so important to listen to the authority in your chart. Listening to your authority, thinking of it as like your best friend who really wants to help you, is going to challenge you and bring up all your shadows. And I'm going to talk about that. I am a sacral emotional authority. And when you begin following your authority, it's going to bring up all these mental disconnects of ways that you were trained to be as a kid that actually wasn't in alignment with your body. And were all the things that were said to you and all the pressures put upon you that made you sick, that made you feel despair, that made you feel lost and disconnected. That is because you're not listening to your authority. So knowing your strategy, knowing what type of, whether you're a manifestor, generator, projector, or reflector, that is important. But your authority is how you heal and retrain your mind to listen to your body. And now here's the beautiful part. Ra mentions in his book that if you follow your authority, you actually relieve a lot of pressure on the mind. So much of our mental capacity is figuring out, what will people think of us? What would so-and-so think if I did this? What would so-and-so think if I did that? What would so-and-so think if I said this, right? We spend so much of our mental energy figuring out what the possible consequence of another person experiencing us would be. We don't actually get to experience life. And we end up missing opportunities because, especially opportunities that are in alignment with our own soul, we miss them because we're so worried about what other people are thinking of us. And if you are on social media, which you are watching this, you know that incessant nagging of like, oh, should I post this? Should I post that? I wonder if I post this, I get this reaction or whatever. That is part of the conditioning of the cross of planning. That is why we're in the situation that we're in right now, is so many people are worried of what others are going to do or think. They're not even thinking about what's right for them. And the moment you pull out of your authority, you are in your not self. And your not self's going to look different based upon your strategy. So if you're a projector like myself, if you are in your not self, you're going to be really bitter and fatalistic and like, why bother? This world is crazy. People are crazy. That's sort of like the language of the not self. The generator is going to feel frustrated and burnt out. The manifester is going to be angry, wants to break things. And then when nobody wants to interact with them anymore, they just give up. And then the reflector is going to feel immobile and they're going to feel isolationist. And so it's really important that you figure out what your authority is and follow it. And it takes time. This is like, you want to think about it as like following your authority is like a meditative practice. When I first read about my authority, I mean, everything made sense, but really it took me about 3 years to fully master it. And even now, I'm finding places where I don't use my authority, and I'm thinking about, okay, how can I fit this in? How can I figure this out? So I'm going to go through each of the 7 authorities. I'm going to start with the solar or emotional center, and we're going to talk about what drives human beings to be human beings. So enjoy. And go get your chart. You can get it on jovianarchive.org, I believe, or com. And just do a Google search for Jovian Archive. You can get it. Look at your type, and then look at your authority. And then come find the videos that resonate with you. And here's another caveat. Once you learn your authority, learn the rest so you know how to support the people around you and love the people around you and help them become their best self. Because when we all are becoming our best selves, we make a better world.